The guardian of the mysterious lighthouse, year 1905. On the northern coast of America, there was a small, lonely island. Standing on that island was an old lighthouse whose purpose was to guide ships safely through the dark and dangerous waters. But there was something strange about that lighthouse. Anyone who guarded it alone for too long seemed to change. People often whispered that strange lights could be seen rising from the sea at night, and sometimes the lighthouse keeper was seen standing at the top, talking to something that no one else could see. The new keeper. On a cold evening in 1905, the government sent a new keeper to manage the lighthouse. His name was James Howard. James was a brave and honest man. He loved the sea, and solitude never frightened him. When he first arrived on the island, he noticed that there was nothing around him except the endless ocean, jagged rocks, and the constant roar of the wind. The previous keeper had left the job suddenly, without any explanation. Before leaving, he had said only one strange thing: stay away from that light. The first night. On his first night, James climbed the tall spiral stairs of the lighthouse and lit the beacon. The powerful light shone across the dark sea, guiding ships safely through the night. Everything seemed normal, but after midnight, James noticed something unusual. Far out in the ocean, a strange glowing light appeared. It moved slowly across the surface of the water. At first, James assumed it must be a ship, but there was no ship. Suddenly, the light disappeared, and at that exact moment, he heard soft footsteps near the lighthouse window. When James stepped outside to check, there was no one there. The diary begins. After that night, James began writing down every strange event in his diary. In one entry, he wrote, "The light in the sea is not from any ship. It appears in the same place every night, as if something is calling me." Days passed, and every night the mysterious light returned. Sometimes it even seemed as if it was coming closer to the lighthouse. The terrifying discovery. One night, James finally decided that he would uncover the truth. He took a small boat and sailed toward the strange light. The waves were rough, the wind was freezing, but he kept moving closer. As he approached the glowing light, his heart began to race, because beneath the light, he could see the broken structure of an old ship underwater. It was a wreck that had sunk many years ago, but the most terrifying sight was yet to come. On the deck of that sunken ship, someone appeared to be standing there. The final page. After that night, no one ever saw James Howard again. The lighthouse light stopped shining, and several ships lost their way in the dark waters. Several days later, government officials arrived at the island. Everything inside the lighthouse was perfectly normal, except for one thing: James' diary. On the final page, the last words were written: "I now know the truth. This light does not guide ships. It calls someone toward it." After that, the rest of the page was completely blank. The mystery today. Even today, some sailors who pass near that lonely island claim that in the darkness of night, a strange glowing light can still be seen in the middle of the sea, and sometimes a man can be seen standing at the window of the lighthouse. Perhaps he is still guarding the tower, or perhaps he has become the next victim of that mysterious light.